Fulham have 5 players making their home debut. Goalkeeper Mark Schwarzer, fullbacks John Pantsil and Tony Kallio, Zoltan Gira in midfield and Bobby Zamora up front. Kallio for the injured Konchesky is the only change in the starting lineup from last week. Andrew Johnson is still not fit enough to make his debut. And neither will Arsenal's new signing Mikael Silvestre be fit for 2 or 3 weeks. They hope to have Cesc Fabregas back for their European qualifier on Wednesday. In the meantime, 2 changes from last week. Kolo Toure for Johan Djourou in defence. Robin van Persie for Nicholas Bentner in attack. Arsene Wenger marks his 450th Premier League match in charge of Arsenal. He'll have been in the job 12 years next month. Fulham's Roy Hodgson has brought in 15 new players since taking over in January. So counting the 15 that Lawrie Sanchez, his predecessor, signed last summer, that's 30 new faces at Craven Cottage in just over a year. Gira. Doesn't look too good for a buoy. He's going to need treatment. Oh, he sort of fell into the back of John Pantsil here, who had his right foot connecting, I think, with that of a buoy. And there's a conversation going on between Adebayor and Danny Murphy. Adebayor seems to be suggesting that there was a bit of intent in that challenge from Pantsil, and Murphy's clearly rejecting that theory. This is Sagna. Oh, he's gone past Gira very smoothly there. Adebayor in the centre. This is Theo Walcott. And here's Nasri. And that was Van Persie. And a half chance for Arsenal. There's a sweeping move. Walcott involved down the right-hand side. Nasri tucked it back. Van Persie shot wide. Not by that much. Now this is Sol with Gallas. Gira. Zamora. Oh, he turned Toure for a moment there. Toure got back at him. Fulham corner. Really probing piece of work by Zamora. But a good recovery by the Arsenal number 5. Jimmy Bullard and Danny Murphy are both over there by the flag. Hangeland! And Fulham have taken the lead. The big number 5, Brede Hangeland. It's his first goal for Fulham, and what a day to get it. Roy Hodgson, a great believer in set plays. And Hangeland comes in here and just sticks out a right foot. I think he beat William Gallas to the ball. Anyway, certainly beat the goalkeeper and Clichy on the line. And Fulham have taken the lead here in the London derby. 20 minutes gone. Eboué, Van Persie. Sagna finds Walcott. Trying to find a way through, but he'll have to go wide again. Sagna. Up goes Adebayor! Hits the post. After all Roy Hodgson said about Fulham leaving him unmarked last season here, he almost equalised. Murphy picks it up from Davies. Tries to get Sol in here. Zamora makes his way into the penalty area here. Good effort. Well, I've rarely seen Bobby Zamora play as well as this. He really has been a handful for the Arsenal defence, the ex-West Ham and Tottenham man. And he's getting in front of defenders time and again. Sagna. Adebayor. You really would have to look very hard to find an Arsenal player on the top of his game so far today. Murphy, Kallio. Murphy again, little ball into Sol. Here's Zamora, sets it up for Davies. Tidy play again by Fulham. Nice setup here again by Zamora. But Simon Davies, who captained Wales in midweek, shot nearly went into Wales. Matt Lucas of Little Britain in the stand there. This is Sanya. Van Persie, left foot. Well, certainly one of Arsenal's better efforts on the day. Smile on the face of Mark Schwarzer. I think he might have got there anyway, the goalkeeper. Only a minute of the 90 remaining here at Craven Cottage. Adebayor, Danielson, Nasri, Clichy, onside. Aaron Hughes gets up. Oh, and Kieran nearly makes a present of that, and Fulham are all over the place. Arsenal are very nearly in there with Adebayor. These are nervous moments for Fulham. Header on, Pansel needs to clear. And Fulham have upset the form book in only their second game. They have defeated Arsenal, a very under-par Arsenal, it has to be said. The final score at Craven Cottage, a result that few people saw coming. Fulham 1, Arsenal 0. Well, Roy, it was one of the performances that I suppose you could have wished for, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I was really delighted with the first 70 minutes of the game. I thought we really played quite well, and I thought it was an even game, you know, and we had the advantage of the goal. But I was a bit disappointed in the last 15-20 minutes. We resorted to a little bit of panic defending, I suppose, even though it's perfectly understandable. And there were some very tired legs out there because we'd had to work very hard to get the 1-0 and to keep the 1-0.
Arsene, not the Arsenal we're used to seeing. What was your assessment of that performance?
Well, I felt that in the first half we were not starting strong, and Fulham was sharper, winning the ball quicker back than us, and we lost too many balls. And in fairness, they played well. Credit to them. They didn't create a lot as well, but were punished on a corner. That is a little bit illustrated the fact that they wanted a bit more than us in the first half. Second half we came well back into the game. We've been unlucky not to come back, but we didn't create enough today, not up front, not in midfield.
Tell me about the goal.
Yeah, I just tried to go on a run, and hopefully the ball will get there, and this time it did. I was a bit surprised the ball got there, but I just stuck out the leg, and it was a goal, so good feeling.
Do you feel when players have been away in midweek it has an effect?
I don't like excuses. I feel football game is a football game, and when you want to play at the top, you have to adapt to every situation, and we didn't start enough with enough sharpness, personality, and that's why we were punished today.